How's it going, guys? Side pressure day today. Doing high cable side pressure with some extra rubber band for that explosiveness and extra stretch at the bottom. So as you can see, if you do the exercise slowly, it's really hard to push further than that, like 45 degrees. So you are forced to do it quickly. Just hit the table. So this is what I'm doing today. Obviously some other exercises, but some of them are not for public use, I guess. That's the correct term how to call it. But right now, just warming up. Last week I think I did 50 kilos, but I did I think 8 plates and black band. So this week we'll check with the weight scale how much it is. Hopefully we can pick up close to 60. I'm just doing 5 reps of 5 sets, so should be fairly easy on the volume today. I don't know how high will go on intensity, but shouldn't be that difficult. Maybe 80-90% max, which should be pretty doable, I think. Alright, let's do the first set. I'll check the weight after. Well, not bad. It felt heavier than I anticipated, but let's see what's up with the left arm. With left, not bad actually. Obviously it's not the same connection as with the right arm. I still have some elbow pain and the range of motion is not perfect, but at least my shoulders feel much better now. I don't know what's the weight on this, but it felt a little bit heavier than last week, although last week I did more reps. And let's check the weight with the weight scale. Got my crane scale. Let's check the weight. And ideally you want to check the weight at the table level or at the bottom where the most tension is. So I don't know. Unfortunately, this one doesn't have the fix function, so I have to manually look for the weight. About 55 kilos, which I think is good for today actually. Maybe I just go one more plate heavier, but maybe I don't have to, you know. There's nowhere to rush. I'm not setting any records now and just trying to work myself back into doing these heavy weights on the side pressure, especially from this angle. Like anything going from the top or almost vertical is always going to be heavier and much harder, especially on your wrist, fingers, than something is going from the front, from the side, or from the diagonal, you know. And also what handle you use is very important. So, because if the diameter changes even a little bit, like 0.5 of a centimeter, it's a big difference on the hand and how it affects your flexion and your strength, grip strength, finger strength, all those things, you know. I think this weight is good for this week. I have maybe quite an intense practice coming up on Saturday, so I don't want to kill myself too much with training. So I'm gonna stick with this weight and just try to improve on the form. Right, set number 2. Got me some chalk. I'm gonna try to improve on the form. I'm gonna try to not lift my elbow on the way back. And I'm gonna try to stay as tight with the shoulder as I can. Very nice. Very, very nice. I ended up doing like kind of a hand control top roll movement, like back, hand control, and then to the side. That's much harder to do than just like pushing, because every time you have to bring your hand back into the starting position, and then you flex from here and go back and to the side. Felt really nice connection there with the right arm. Let's see if I can do the same with the left. Well, I kinda did, but with the left I just can't keep my like shoulder engaged, or like my elbow, like keep it tight. I always want to like open up a little bit here in the back angle and then push. But I guess, you know, you have to work in the angles that your body is allowing you to work in. So you gotta adapt. At this moment, my left is working a little bit bigger angle, so all the movements and angles and feelings will be different than right arm. Because right arm I can get much tighter, it's much more solid, much more tighter angle. So that's what we are working with, and just gotta improve in whatever, you know, style or angles are you pulling, you know, just try to improve on that, try to improve mobility, flexibility, all those things, range of motion, eventually strength as well, and achieve your goals. So this time I put the camera a little bit down so you can see the leg movements as well, which are incredibly important in arm sling. With legs you can add like extra leverage to your movement, extra tension into your arm as well, or like side pressure. Depends how you place your legs, but usually you want to have tight leg placement as well, especially if you're more of a like side pressure based puller. So I usually put my leg kind of around the table leg like this, and other leg just to the side. And usually, if I'm gonna go in a hook, or if I end up in a hook, I usually go from this wide stance, like, and I put both of my legs on the same side basically, which helps me to keep tighter to the table, and I feel helps me engage my shoulder a little bit more and my side pressure. Whereas like this, it's more of a universal style, when your legs are far apart, so you can top roll, you can hook, like you can switch up, you can press, all those things. But generally speaking, you want to have your leg with same arm that you're pulling with in front or under the table, and the not active arm slash leg to the side, the left arm. Good. I think I did a little bit better this time. I was able to keep my lat more tight, I felt. And the side pressure movement was more powerful and felt easier than the first time. Right, the last set. Pretty easy indeed, 55 kilos on the bottom range, like up here it's about 45, maybe like close to 50, but not really, I don't think. So not bad. With the left, it is a little bit wobbly, a little bit wonky. I don't have the finishing power, whereas with the right I can just stay tight and just like hit through the weight. With left I can't really do that, but I mean it's coming along slowly, but hopefully surely, and you know, maybe I will be able to get some super matches with the left arm as well in the future, or if I want to, you know, start pulling with the left more often. Now I'm just doing worlds basically with left. Everything else is with the right arm, and you know, some occasional tournaments here and there, you know. But yeah guys, hope you enjoyed today's video, today's exercise of the day, you can say. I'm gonna keep doing this exercise for like how long my prep will be, probably. I think it's 6 weeks left till May 3rd. So up until then, I'm gonna try to improve on this. I'm gonna try to show you, you know, my peak as well, my peak weights I can pick up, and other exercises as well. But hope you enjoyed today's video. Hope you got some quality insights, quality information, and yeah, support the video guys, leave a like, support the channel, subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you in the next one. Stay strong.